to the fourth vlog of the season. This is the Tennessee Titans game. This is my first home game as a Buffalo Bill. The coaches told me to get there early. It was Monday Night Football. They told me to leave well in advance, even though the stadium is only 7 minutes away from my house. They told me to make sure you have plenty of time, and they were not lying. Like, it was insane to get there. Like, I left 4 hours in advance to get there, and it took me 40 minutes to get to the stadium from my house, and only live, 7 minutes away. So it is a huge college atmosphere, man. They shut down the streets. It's usually a two-way. It's just they shut down both sides, and it's a one-way street. Bills Mafia is so crazy, man. On the way in, we see a barbershop stand, and they're giving out free Von Miller haircuts. That's crazy, yeah. Free Von Miller haircuts. That's crazy, yeah.
What were they charging for that?
Free.
Oh, free?
Yeah. It was super cool and super awesome to see Bills Mafia really embrace my haircut, really embrace me and who I am, man. I absolutely love being here in Buffalo. This is my first game at Highmark Stadium. It was a great game. Had a lot of fun, and we were killing these guys. And about midway, or really at the beginning of the third quarter, they sat me down. I didn't even get to play that much. I just played the first quarter. Made 1 or 2 plays in that game, and we just crushed them. So it was a quick game for me. One of the highlights for this game, my son got to make it. This is my son's first NFL game. He's a year and some change. And he's still getting acclimated to all the loud noises. And he doesn't like to wear the headsets that, kids wear to games. So it was a pretty, funny and interesting to see everybody, really accommodate Val and not make loud noises at this football game.
Because I taught the family code of it.
It was super awesome to have my son there. I just wanted to go crazy, because this is my son's first game. Sometimes, it just doesn't work like that. I wasn't able to go out there and get 7 sacks because Val was there. I didn't even get a sack in the game, but, I had a lot of fun and we won the game, which is the most important part. "100% of my time outside of playing football is either streaming, golfing, or taking care of my body. I don't really have time to do anything else. Or kicking it with my son. I don't really have time to do anything else. Not like the younger days where I had so much free time. Now it's like a full schedule. I don't have an off day. I don't have an off time. And on this day, I'm getting work with Adam. He brought in like this Tibetan bowl, and it has this sound that promotes healing. And
literally, this is what it sounds like. Okay, that's all it sounds like. But it's gonna send this heavy vibration right down that head of knee.
Can we do my elbow too?
Yeah, fuck yeah. What was I planning on doing?
I've been working with Adam for so long, man, and he always has new and interesting ways to keep me healthy. And it was cool to use this bowl on my body.
It's called Tree of Life. It's set to basically make you sturdy as a tree.
On the health side of things, to be a professional athlete, you have to have a chef. It saves time. You feel great. But when you got good food, you can perform at the highest level that you possibly can perform at. And here in Buffalo, I have another great chef, Chef Dorian. He's great. He's a Caribbean chef from Jamaica. And everybody knows that my favorite type of food is Caribbean food, and he specializes in Caribbean food. So shout out Chef Darian, man. I love the guy, man. Super cool. Food is awesome. He was on the Food Channel, Top. Like he is super qualified. He's one of the best chefs in the United States, and I'm so blessed and fortunate to have him on my staff. When I did have some free time off, or on one of my off days, I went to go see Jordan Poirier at the Cellar. He designed the shoe, and I went to go support my guy. Jordan, he's been going crazy this season, man. You know, all-pro safety, man. And that's just part of being on a team with your brothers, man. You want to support your guys. You want to show them that you got their back, and it's real love. You know, I know about my teammates' kids, know where they're from, know when they went to high school. I play golf with my guys. And whenever you have that genuine bond, like, that's when you can really bring the most out of each other. And, you know, me and Jordan Poirier are definitely working on that bond for sure. And I was going to the Cellar to celebrate his launch of his shoe that he designed. We're on the road for 2 weeks. First week, we got the Dolphins. It was a scorcher. But honestly, I feel like that was everybody else. I'm kind of used to the heat, and it was a tough game. We fought hard. We ended up losing that game, but it went all the way down to the wire. And that's just the thing about losses like that, man. They don't really phase you, and a loss like that is really good medicine. We battled hard all the way down to the wire, and that's gonna make us better in the long run. Next week coming up, we got another tough team, the Baltimore Ravens. We go down to Baltimore. They get up on us early. I think at one point it was 20-3, but we just kept fighting, and we just had this belief in ourselves, and we were able to fight back all the way down to the last play. We never led in that game until the very last play of the game. And that was a cool, interesting stat about that game, man. We're going against Lamar Jackson, MVP candidate. We got Josh Allen on our side, MVP candidate, and two great defenses in the rain in Baltimore. So it was a really, really fun game. And fortunately, we were able to come out on top. Right after that game, like I said before, I really don't have any off days. My whole house was converted into a studio for Bleacher Report, and I shot my very first live episode with Josh Allen.
Called Vaughn is straight to voicemail. Like, I get a new phone or what?
And it was super cool because me and Josh Allen just, you know, we just have like this cool like rapport, man. And you know, I don't really like to toot my horn, but when it comes to like interviewing and podcasting and streaming, it's just something that I do naturally. It's something that I'm good at. I wasn't born like this. It took time, but I'm super comfortable in this space, and I like to make my guests feel comfortable. They said they wanted it to be an hour, which I wasn't sure. I was talking to them, we was having a genuine conversation. I look up and it's 55 minutes. It felt like 15 minutes, but it was 55 minutes. We didn't have any downtime in the podcast. It was all hype and upbeat. And thank Josh for coming on the show. And I am super proud of myself because I did a whole hour nonstop. And it was a great show. It had great numbers. Shout out to the Buffalo Jills, you know, for helping me and, you know, getting this off the ground and really giving me everything that I need to be successful. You know, I appreciate you guys. You can watch the whole episode in the BR app. I'm live every Tuesday at Calais Campbell on very first episode, Josh Allen for the second episode, and for the third episode we have Stephon Diggs. So make sure you guys check it out this Tuesday.
Anything you need, man, you know I got you.
You got it? Oh yeah, same here.
This week we got the Steelers. This is Kenny Pickett's first start. I just saw, like, while I was streaming, like, Kenny Pickett said everybody thinks we're the underdog, and I'm here to tell him, like, nobody thinks you're the underdog, bro. Like, I have so much respect for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Have so much respect for Mike Tomlin and that defense, Cameron Hayward, Minka Fitzpatrick. That offensive line is one of the best offensive lines in the entire league. Chuka Okafor and, you know, Dan Moore, the right and left tackle, man, they're playing at a very high rate right now. It's gonna be a tough game, and honestly, every game in the NFL is tough. But this is probably the best offensive line that we have seen, you know, thus far, and it's gonna be a tough game. And playing the Steelers or any team in the AFC North is always tough. So the Baltimore Ravens game the week before was tough, and this next coming game will be tough as well versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. So make sure you guys tune in for next week's vlog to see how it goes down.